Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Word back again with another video, and today we're pushing in Legend League once again. You can see right here, today we cracked 5,900 trophies. It was a huge day. We had some good defense, and we had some good offense, so I'm not going to spoil it too much, but yeah, I think this is one that you really do want to watch. This is the army I'm going to be running. We got this on the king right here. The queen's running the giant arrow to help with invis bases and the log launcher. That's my warden equipment, and that's my royal champion equipment. I'm running that for spells and this in the clan castle. The army is in the description, as well as the link to my Discord, which has the bases that I will be running. And yeah, today cooked on defense. You can see right here, 1 star and a couple defenses. So yeah, huge day on defense. And without further ado, let's jump right into the hits. All right, first hit of the day, and we've got this classic double rage. I've seen a very similar style many times with the fire spitters facing me. Or facing this entry, I guess, where I just usually like to enter. But yeah, on this one, I think I might try to. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the log launcher just because it'll be less baited of an entry. So I'm gonna get my RC really just to go get that multi-archer tower. Because I was gonna try and charge the rage tower, but I know the bait's all in there, so I'd rather just get this multi-archer tower expo, and we'll see where she paths. There's a chance she might dive in for the scatter shot. And if she did, that'd be fantastic. But then we'll set up our log launcher through this multi-inferno and then towards kind of that whole core with the hook tower. So we'll see where she goes right here, because it was actually lovely timing on the invis. I was able to let her walk on her own. She goes into the scatter shot, and this is just looking beautiful as of right now. She gets the multi-even, and I think I might be able to get this rage tower, which is just huge value. So I'm going to try and get it, because yeah, that would make a huge difference not having to face that later into the attack. Boom, right there we get it. That's absolutely amazing. And yeah, we're going to start right here. Getting a very nice ability right there, the giant arrow. I got 2 heroes on this entry, so I do got to be a little bit attentive. There comes 2 hunters. And yep, incoming with the roots. I think the headhunters are going to die to the multi. I thought I got them well timed, but I don't think so. I'll send in the 3rd one, to be honest, because yeah, as long as I can get those 2 heroes down, I got the troops to take out all the rest of the army. But we're looking good on this one. Gonna get the Valks in right here. We got the ice golems even coming out into the core. So yeah, I think we're looking amazing. The Valks don't even go around, which is beautiful. So I'm gonna rage up right here on this entry. I'll probably pop the warden as we approach this gigabomb right here. Gigabomb, kind of all the fire spitters, heroes, CC. Just a beautiful time to pop that right there. And yeah, this one's looking absolutely crushed. I'm probably just gonna OG right here just to kind of keep everything rolling together. But this base is looking smashed. I'll just try and pay a little bit of attention to make sure we get it tripled, but I don't see any way this doesn't go through. I've got a free spell that I might use on this cannon if it locks onto my royal champion. I'll pop the spears right here. Yeah, it did. It was kind of a wasted freeze. It definitely was a wasted freeze, actually, but yeah, we do have a lot of army left, so we're looking quite good. I'm just going to rage. I was thinking about raging up the queen since she had healers, but because she has healers, she actually doesn't even need any support right here, so I'm just going to let her do her thing. I'll wall break right here to get my king kind of into that deeper compartment, but I will rage my queen just to let her kind of beat through that wall a little quicker and finish off the base. But good 3-star to start off. Just an amazing royal champion charge, and yeah, well timed warden ability, the log launcher, kind of just to set up the ice golem into the core, but also gets a little bit of value, kind of furthering the funnel so I can get into that rage tower early. And yeah, convincing 3-star on the first one, and let's keep it rolling. Alright, here we go, and we've got ourselves a double poison. The fire spitters facing the corner. This is one where I would like to kind of enter into the town hall with the troop launcher, but it's not looking amazing for an entry like that, to be honest with you. I might enter into the fire spitter just because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of tough, there's going to be some really tough pathing on this one. So I'm going to enter in right here, go for the log launcher through the monolith. I really like this army for the flexibility that it has with the log launcher. I do use it so much. Man, that fox coming out of the invis is really bad. That's just a poor invis placement by me. But that does suck, taking half the health of the fox instantly. But here we are. I don't think I can funnel this down in time. Maybe I could have started it earlier. Because if she dived in, I thought maybe she would have dove into the multi, and that would have been awesome. But scatter shot shoots me too. I don't know how this charge is going, because there might be bait right here. I think for sure that fire spitter compartment was baited, so I'm happy with this value right here. I might go get the scatter shot, yeah, but I'm fine with where that ended up anyway. Gonna giant arrow right here. Actually, I missed everything, so that's not very good. Gonna get the skeleton spell down here really to help tank for that monolith, but also the hook tower. Don't want it hooking me in. And then yeah, I'm gonna start in right here with the roots. Maybe it'll cut off my queen and get her rolling in. That would kind of be ideal. There's a very nice baby dragon that hopefully is going to funnel everything. And I've kind of used most of my super barbs, which isn't ideal. I do like to keep a couple usually, so that's a little tough, but we're entering in really nicely here. A great funnel, and I'm probably going to use the rage spell onto my healers, especially right here, to step up. There they are into the rage, nice, just to really make sure everything's staying at full health. I've got the ice golem about to pop in the core. I really like its value in this army, so that's why it's back in the clan castle today. And my king is walking around this one just beautifully. I'm popping the warden ability right here just because those healers were getting weak. I didn't want to run into any more traps, and I thought I was fine where I was. I'm not going to overgrowth that multi because I think my queen's got it right here. I'm going to freeze just to make sure, but yeah, I think she's got that. I'll rage to this town hall because there's not too much base left afterward. And yeah, I think we got this. Going to jam some archers into the mortar range where it can't shoot me. I got 2 final headhunters, and I'm probably going to pop my royal champion ability right around this bomb tower just to make sure she does not lunge into that queen, probably right after this wizard tower. Yep, there's the rocket spear, and just really well timed on that overgrowth spell. I mean, not entirely planned to be that perfect, but it was perfect. So yeah, huge triple on this one once again, and we're kind of cruising through these bases. That's back-to-back king swag, king ability swags, and yeah, hopefully we can just continue this through the day, stay really locked in, and make smart decisions and get these triples. So let's keep it going. All right, we're hopping into the third hit, and what I really love actually about the log launcher approach is that it's often not baited, right? Like those world champion charges are set up to kind of get the biggest value, but on most bases they're not baiting that log launcher entry. So on this one, it will get some really nice value, obviously, if I can charge it. I do see 1 decoration up top and a couple, so I'm going to charge this compartment, hoping that there's at least less bombs. I'm going to pop my invis right here. I tried to wait a second longer, but I'm still going to have to pop one here on the step through, so kind of was useless. I'm really hoping I don't go to that mortar. I don't think she should, but if she did anyway, I'd come back. Okay, this is where it's a little bit problematic. Okay, nice. I thought I might have been going to that mortar, so that's actually awesome. I don't even need another invis right here. Huge charge to start with. Coming directly in with that log launcher. And yeah, we're going to be rolling in really nicely. It's just, yeah, like I mentioned, really hard to bait since it's a little bit different than, you know, the value that other people will be charging. So I'm not going routes into where, or I'm not charging where they're expecting me to charge. So I don't really hit the bait as often, which is really nice for me, obviously. But yeah, look at that log launcher kind of getting 2 defenses out of the way early. And the queen joins in with the rest of the army. So no problems right there. I'm going to get into headhunters to really try and sneak their way into that king and minion prince. I'm raging as well right there. I think I'm going to need a wall break right here because that's kind of some heavy damage. And my warden's going to have to pop in a second here. But I'm actually really happy with what's happening in that core. I've got the yetis and the queen working their way in, and they're taking out everything, which is just perfect. We had a really, really nice skeleton spell right there. And yeah, warden ability has been absolutely, like, very patient in this one. I'm going to pop it right now just because I actually want that healing tome on the world champion really badly. But I'll pop the spear right here because that will give me just a little bit of that kind of extra oomph to get through the minion prince that was right there. But yeah, we're looking very nice on this one. And I don't think there's anything that can stop us. We just had a really nice approach, didn't hit any bait, which, you know, is going to be really hard to fail if you're not kind of walking into the bait. I'll freeze right here onto all the damage, and then probably try and jam up that archer tower with these barbs. But yeah, this one's looking absolutely crushed. I don't think, yeah, nothing's stopping this one. And like I mentioned in the last attack, hopefully we can just continue with these smart decisions, charging on the good areas, swagging the overgrowth spell on this one. And yeah, hopefully we can stay consistent and kind of just continue 3-starring these bases with, you know, the right approach and not making any silly mistakes today. So far so good. And yeah, hopefully we can keep it going. There we go. Another triple, and let's keep rolling. Here we go. What do we got? Okay, double poison. Interesting base. This would be one. A log launcher would be tough, but maybe through like the spitter and expo kind of thing through the corner. But I would need a charge to set that up, and that would be kind of a charge through this, you know, one of these corners up top here. And I think I can do that really well, actually. Maybe even get the scatter. But I would kind of need to get the multi-inferno for that one, so I'm not sure. But I got an idea right here. If I can go to the multi on the top, that'd be awesome. We'll kind of see where she decides to go. But I think, yeah, if she does peel up to that multi, even not, I might get a log through that kind of ricochet cannon, scatter shot, and expo. So it's kind of hard to talk while watching the clock. I'm trying my best, but yeah, you can definitely make mistakes. So we'll see where she goes. I think she might go down to this bottom multi, but that might be better anyway. I'll skip through the scatter right here because the aura will take it down, which is just perfect. I would like to get the poison tower down, and I'm going to take a town hall shot here right now. I think it's worth it. I'll pop the invis just to not take too much damage from this poison tower. But yeah, it goes down right there beautifully, and I think I'm going to try and get this set up. So there's the queen ability. Wow, straight through everything. That was just spectacular. And yeah, skeleton spell's got to come in very high right here. It's kind of a tough entry, to be honest with you, but I'm trying my best right here. In come the roots. Hoping the log launcher can get its value and not just kind of die out. It's getting low, but it also did already kind of funnel absolutely everything. So I'm already very happy with what it's got. And look at that, kind of 3 just key defenses already taken down by it. So that's, yeah, very incredible by it right there. I'm just going to rage up right here because that'll allow my healers to kind of top everything right back off. And the funnel it's set, is just no questions, right, that my troops are going to go where I want them to. So that's insane. I'm popping the warden ability right here because everything's getting frozen up and I don't want to go down right here. So yeah, there's a headhunter to come in for the enemy king that we're facing, and everything should still be alive. It kind of looks like it is, to be honest. So I'll pop the overgrowth on his backside just to take less damage from the fire spitter, just because don't think I really needed it, but yeah, I might as well use it. So we're in right here. I got so many snakes alive. The headhunters are kind of getting picked up by that ricochet cannon easily, which sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, that minion prince is kind of dealing a lot of damage to me, but we're still looking absolutely fantastic. So we've tripled this one once again. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, kind of what approach, but that log launcher did work out really well. Just taking out 3 critical defenses is good enough on its own just for a siege machine. So I should have dropped my barb up here because this will be the last building to go down. As you notice, my world champion and stuff is kind of converging over here. Okay, never mind. That did go down early enough. So that was fine. Good use of the barb by me. And yeah, another 3-star. Let's keep it rolling. All right. Okay, Invis Rage Core right here. We do got to be a little careful not to make any mistakes because these bases can really punish you if you do something stupid. So I think what I'm looking to do is maybe go with the log launcher through the back of this fire spitter because that would get the crusher mortar, and I think that would just be great value. So I don't think these corners are baited. I think that where I'd be sending the log launcher is the baited corner. So I tried to get my RC to go straight to the ricochet cannon, but depending on the path she walks right here, I still think she should go there. This Tesla might actually pull her in. Nice. So that really does solidify the pathing that I want right here. She should get both of these big defenses for me. She won't get the expo, but to be honest, that might not be bad because it will kind of allow my roots to continue around this base. I'll pop this one at 7. I don't want to take another town hall shot right here. And that's all the value that I will be needing, so I'll pull out right there. And yeah, like I was saying, I actually don't mind the getting kind of leaving up that expo because that will give my roots a little bit more time on the outside here, which will allow my log launcher to kind of continue funneling for a bit. That's kind of what I was trying to get at right there. But yeah, incoming with the witch. I'll get a really nice skelly spell down right there, and yeah, we're entering in 2 headhunters just for the minion prince because I really want to get it down. And sometimes I feel like the headhunters can be wasted if you're just holding them a little bit too long, so I might as well use them. And yeah, right here we're going to be Rage and Warden just kind of straight through the core. You know how we do it. Just keeping those 2 Valks alive right there that you see are really weak and they run out anyway. But yeah, I'll pop the overgrowth outside right here just to kind of try and continue funneling, pushing everything down to the bottom together to join up with the king and queen. There's the king ability just because, I thought I was going to hit the fire spitter. Turns out it hit the monolith, but not too bad either. And yeah, just everything kind of converging together. This base should be really easy if you do approach it right, but you do got to make sure you make some smart decisions. So for me, that was setting up a funnel on this corner to allow my roots kind of walk into this compartment and then funneling out this corner to rush them straight into the core. And yeah, look what we're swagging here. We're swagging the Royal Champion ability and we're swagging 4 spell space. So absolutely crushed on this one. We've swagged ability on every attack so far but 1. My king ability has been in every one, but this one we're swagging the spear. So super duper strong army, and yeah, we've been absolutely crushing with it this season. Hopefully we can kind of continue that. If you want some help with it, by all means reach out to me on my Discord that's in the description. I do offer coaching and I've helped a lot of people get some really good results. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going. All right, what do we got here? Oh, interesting Invis core. Honestly, what's really interesting to me is that with the Giga Bomb in this top compartment, it makes me think that compartment and this one are baited, but the Fire Spitter is not being baited would be very weird. So I'm kind of expecting them to be baited. And obviously, I'd like to get down kind of that double multi-arch and expo, but I'm going to be going with the log launcher on this one. So for me, getting this kind of expo especially is important, but also that fire spitter just to kind of help with the funneling. But definitely the expo, because that would wreck my log launcher. So I'm going to be walking around to this multi-archer tower. So I do have a far path. I'd like to try and single cycle as much as I can, but this probably is going to be baited. I just hit a giant bomb, so don't know if I'm going to be able to get down that expo. I'm going to try my best. Okay, a little bit more bombs. Yeah, so I might lose my fox fairly early right here because of kind of all the damage. That 1 second visible does make a big difference right here. So fox might go down, but I did get the cycle off anyway, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to try and skip the builder hut and do some big damage to this expo. We'll see what we can get on it. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going to get right there. I'm kind of setting up the log launcher, and I got it down, but I did miss some kind of key targets right there. So I don't know how well worth it that was, but entering in with the roots right here just because I really don't want my log launcher to just get fried, but it didn't really set up that good of a funnel for me. So, you know, you can say it was good value or not if you want, but it's dealing some really good damage with its logs right here, especially kind of just taking down that, what's it called, gear tower, and it triggered the invis for me, which was kind of crucial. So RC, I'm trying to hold off on her ability, but she is taking some pretty heavy damage. I think I'll pop Warden in a second though anyway, because I'm facing Sweeper and I'm about to go into Clan Castle. So yeah, right here, Warden ability is actually covering absolutely everything on the base, which is just insane to me. I'm dropping in a bunch of Headhunters right here. There's a freeze on the Ricochet Cannon. King might get pulled in, nice. So there's his ability kind of as he's in the core. And yeah, Royal Champion's going to be kind of cruising through this one. This base is crushed. I'll pop the Overgrowth just to lessen the damage, but yeah, I did not need it on this one. Yeah, we just absolutely crushed this one by a really nice charge. There's the spear to kind of stay away from running into the Ricochet Cannon, to be honest, is mostly the reason I used it right there. And yeah, just checking for any Teslas in the corner, but we've 3-starred this one really, really nicely right here. And yeah, we're getting a really good hang of these bases. Kind of been very easy so far today. I feel like absolutely everything's been overkilled, so that's really nice to see. But I've been trying to hold off on my Warden ability a little bit. I've been doing some friendly challenges, and I think I learned that, you know, I was just using it a little bit too early on a lot of these attacks. So I've been trying to hold off on it, and, you know, results are really showing today. So yeah, really happy with that. Kind of abusing the log launcher, but yeah, let's keep it going. Okay, second last hit of the day, and here we go. Double rage. These ones can be tough when it's kind of this stacked, but yeah, I think the entrance, either the entrance into the town hall or into the mono is what I like to do. This crusher mortar does do a lot of damage though, and it kind of forces me to go in early with the Warden ability. So I'm going to approach this one like I do see PJ approach it, which is the guy I kind of got inspiration for this army from. Originally it was his army, and then I did edit a couple of things like dropping a witch, and I changed the CC a bit and some of the spells. So that was kind of the inspiration. And this is how he hits it every time he charges kind of this compartment and yeah, rushes into the town hall, because it is kind of the hardest compartment on this base. So she will take that down, and or no, I think he actually does go in through here with the log launcher, so that's what I'm going to do. There's the log launcher, set up really, really well actually. Ice Golem to come in for it. The roots come in right here. Going to get the skeleton spell deep, just to make sure, yeah, we don't run into any problems right here. And then, yeah, King and Witch, just trying to make sure I keep that log launcher alive, because, yeah, it gets some crazy value. There's the gear tower already dead. I wall break in the King. There is just very lovely the... Oh, man, my Royal Champion's actually running really far ahead. I'm just keeping an eye on her. I kind of need my Warden to step up right here to keep her alive. Come on, get in the Eternal Tome. Nice, just picked her up right there, which is huge for me. I was actually ready to pop the Invis spell for her, which is what I probably should have done, but I didn't. I'm going to funnel or overgrowth this top side just to kind of continue lessening the damage, and all my troops I do want to group up with the heroes, as I mentioned before. That's kind of the aim, and this way is how I do get them to group up. You do have 2 extra invis on this charge, which is why he really likes that, because you do get a couple of invis spells, which are huge for your RC. So I should have used them early to help out like they're meant to, kind of keeping her alive. But I think we're looking pretty good through here. I don't have a whole lot, but I do have my Queen, Royal Champion kind of right in this core, right where I need them to be. So I'll invis right here to let the Royal Champion get some value around. And it is kind of close on this one, and every time I did watch him actually hit it, it was close as well, so that kind of makes sense. But nonetheless, it is a 3-star. We did, I mean, we got all our heroes alive. We're not swagging, but yeah, no Warden, but we've got my King, Queen, and RC pretty healthy. So yeah, big 3-star on this one. One more hit in the day, and let's see if we can just perfect it out, because yeah, end of season, we really do need to be kind of playing consistently. So far, so good though, and yeah, let's just stay locked in and not get a little too overconfident. Alright, you know what time it is. Final hit of the day. we're locked in right here. Let's see what we're looking at. There's a decently heavy back end, to be honest, on this section that I'd be a little scared of if I, didn't approach into there, but I don't think I will. So I think holding my warden ability has helped me a lot. And yeah, I think I'm going to approach from this top side. I really couldn't see this side baited. It's a really odd angle, but it's kind of similar to that last base where if I can just get the ricochet cannon, that's as much value as I want, like in terms of towards the left. Obviously, I'd like this expo and stuff, but yeah, if I can get the ricochet cannon, I don't need that expo down at 9 o'clock right there. I'd rather go to the right to this one by the town hall, get the wizard tower, maybe the royal champion right here actually would be nice. And yeah, I'm just going to pick off this expo since I'm right here. Maybe I should have saved the invis, but one invis for a decent defense, I'll take that. There's the recall. And yeah, we're going to be setting up just like that last one, hopefully with the giant arrow really nicely set up. I did miss a little bit more on this one, but there's that anyway. That's coming up a little bit higher as well than the last one, that skeleton spell. I hope my log launcher is doing all right. I did kind of mess up the giant arrow, which doesn't help. I got to get another healer down right there, the royal champion. Funneling in the king right there. So the log launcher, yeah, did kind of get cooked on this one. Definitely a little bit worse. And down went my giant already as well. So not as clean of an entry, and out comes some rocket balloons, which really do well in the clan castle. I do recommend using them, which is why I am. But I think we're holding the warden ability really well on this one, which is what's going to be the difference maker. I still have it, and I'm just watching the health of my troops, and we're still cooking, to be honest with you, even though I'm getting kind of into all the damage. Like, it's not even really harming me. I'll pop it right here just because, yeah, we were kind of stepping up, and I didn't want to let my fox die. It was really weak right there. I mean, you guys probably couldn't see it because I was just focusing on it, but yeah, I'll pop the overgrowth right here onto some major defenses, but I'll also leave myself a couple. Maybe all 3 headhunters from that angle wasn't the play since the king's also here. I'll take that freeze, though, on the king and ricochet cannon. I think that was a good freeze. But yeah, this one's looking absolutely crushed. To be honest, yeah, just a really nice approach on this one. I don't know if I'd ever seen it, but now I know what I'm going to do. Kind of that side RC charge is really strong, and we're going to be swagging 2 abilities and an invis spell on our final hit of the day. Just absolutely crushed. I mean, the king might get forced here by the gear tower. Nope, it won't. Nice. So absolutely crushed. I'll swag that on him because, yeah, he got crushed. And a really, really nice 320 I'm really happy with today. And, yeah, that'll do it for today's video. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.